Alright, so previously on Married at First Sight Australia, two new couples joined the experiment, y'all. We had my main man Tony and Morena. And we have Ryan and the legend that is Jacqui. The wedding reception was crazy, man. Ryan accidentally dropped his bride and everybody was like, oh no! The rest of the couples were on their honeymoons having a blast. Well, except for Tim and Katie.
He's not into me because of what I am physically.
And then Elliot had drama with Lauren and he left her at the cabin on their honeymoon on day 2. Now in today's episode, Elliot is back. He sits down with the expert, gets hit with some harsh truths. Is he going to rejoin the experiment or is it game over for the boy? And we get the first dinner party of the experiment. Our newlyweds get to reunite and see who got matched up with who. And of course, we got two couples who are already in the trenches. They got the whole group wilding out like, yo!
I feel like I've been the one making most of the effort.
Are you serious?
Tim gets to tell his side of the story, and Jamie's like, yo, shout out to Jamie. She sees through his BS and stands on business.
That is not okay. I won't sit here and tolerate that. I can't die on this hill charging this all night. Someone's got to back me.
You ready? Let's go! Married at first sight, we in Australia, the land down under the homo Iggy Azalea. We got singles whose dating life is a failure, so they ask the experts to help them out. It's going down, okay, let's meet them. We got Elliot, Karina, Afina, Katie and Tim. Grab a snack, put your feet up. Jamie and Clint, David and Beth, yo, we here to turn the heat up. Sierra and Jeff, Ryan, Adrian, Jake, TJ and Ashley, Jacqui and Lauren, Morena and Reed, Tony the OG, Billy and Paul, Veronica, we ready cause we killing it, y'all. This the recap. Grab a drink, get a savory or a sweet snack, and sit back cause we unpack what happened like back to back. Yo, I can tell it's about to slap. Let's go. Episode 6, baby. Let's check in on the couples wrapping up their honeymoons. Let's start with Ryan and Jacqui. So they're having like a couples yoga meditation type thing. They're lying next to each other, holding hands. They're striking poses. Ryan's still tripping about what happened at the wedding reception. He's like, yo, that was just not a masculine thing to do. And I still feel bad about it. And yo, we could tell like he's low-key beating himself up about it. And I get it, man. But it's like, yo, it be like that sometimes, bro. It's like something that would happen in a romantic comedy. Like something that Adam Sandler would do to Drew Barrymore or whatever. It makes a funny story to tell your kids in the future. And yo, but you can tell like he's still thinking about it, bro. Because the sun is shining. It's beautiful. They're striking these yoga poses. Jacqui's right there next to him. She got one leg up in the air. The booty is right there next to him. It's like spiritual sex and shit right there. But you can tell his mind is elsewhere. He's just thinking about, oh, I dropped my bride on the wedding night. That's wild. All right, boom. Let's check in on Tony and Morena. They're in the hotel. They're trying to turn on the fireplace. They're working together, trying to figure it out. They busting jokes. The vibes are dope. The chemistry is chemistrying. You know what I'm saying? This is good vibes, man. I like these two together. Next up, we check in on Afina and Adrian. Now, the last time we saw these two, things got a bit too real. Adrian kept it a buck with her. He told her, look, I don't know if I could love your kid as much as I would love my own biological kids, which was a dicky thing to say, but it was his truth. And I kind of low-key respect that because there's a lot of dudes out there who string along single moms, man, when they know fully well they're not capable of being a present, loving father. Look, I had a dope stepdad growing up, and there's loads of men out there who are able to step up and represent. But if you're not that guy, or if you have doubts, I think it's good to be upfront about it and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So Afina's like, look, it's not ideal, but let's just focus on our connection and see how we can grow that. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Fair play. All right, boom. So it's the last day of the honeymoons. We get to see all the couples packing their bags and saying goodbyes to their hotels and these beautiful locations. And then we see Lauren just alone packing her bag. There's like sad music playing in the background. And I know I should feel bad for her. But out of everybody on the show, I feel like Lauren is like my least favorite, bro. She acts like she's better than everybody else. And in that one episode when she first met the other women, she was like, I am so much classier than them. And she was throwing mad shade at Jamie. And yo, we love Jamie. It's like, protect Jamie at all costs, right? And she was acting weird at the wedding reception when her sister was being like reality TV dramatic. She was just like, that's my sister, you know what I'm saying? And then of course there's the biggie, right? The way she makes her whole personality about traditional gender roles, but she still wants to be like a boss bitch. I feel like if I signed up to the show and I was matched up with her, the only reason I would stay, like the only reason I'd carry on being on TV would be to get my 15 minutes of fame, use that to like push my social media and get this influencer bag, you know what I'm saying? Or just to like smash, because physically she's banging. But if my intention was love, if it was all about me finding my soulmate, then yo, I would do an Elliot and just dip. Because like, what are we doing here? Why are we prolonging the inevitable, love? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Let's just part ways or whatever. Speaking of Elliot, my man's requested a one-on-one chat with one of the experts, John Aiken. So he sits there in his little suit. John's like, all right, man, spill the tea. What's going on? Elliot's like, man, I had to get out of there. I feel like I stayed for longer than I should have. John's like, all right, how long did you give it? My man's like, I gave the honeymoon 2 days. And shout out to John, because he's like, oh, okay, tell me what happened. Bro, if that was me, I'd have been like, 2 days? Bro. But yo, Elliot's like, look, from day one, I've been really consistent with what I was looking for. And y'all matched me up with someone that was the opposite of everything I wanted. He's like, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I was expecting to meet a cute librarian sort of girl that was younger. And instead, I ended up with what felt like a Kardashian sister. All right, so John claps back. He's like, you are here on the show because you're 35 and single. What you're doing, the women you've been going for, it has not worked. Elliot's like, yeah, I get that narrative. John's like, it's not a narrative, it's just facts. It's crazy because I get what Elliot's saying, but I also get why the experts matched him up with Lauren. Like, look at it from the experts' producer's point of view, right? You've got this guy saying he wants a woman who's laid back and old-fashioned and beautiful and into the whole traditional gender roles thing, right? And Lauren's saying the same thing, right? So they're thinking, hey, these two are perfect for each other. Match them up. It's a wrap, baby, right? Lauren's saying, look, I was born in the wrong era. You know what I'm saying? She thinks the 1950s were perfect because men went out and worked and women got to be in their feminine energy. They got to clean and cook and bake and hold down the household. The problem is Lauren doesn't want traditional gender roles with a man who goes off to work at the factory or the mines or does a double shift at the grocery store. Nah, she wants traditional gender roles with the rich dude. So yes, she's taking care of the crib, but she's also rocking designer clothes and living a bougie life. She wants to be a trophy wife. So there's like similarities with what they want, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same. All right, boom. So now it's dinner time, baby. Click, 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 click. The experts are watching through the live feed. The first couple to arrive is Karina and Paul. Outfits matching, white on white, dripping. They look good together, man. They holding hands. It's the honeymoon stage. This is what we expect. You know what I'm saying? They grab a bottle of bubbly. They're like, yo, cheers to us for being amazing. You know what I'm saying? Next couple to rock up is my tall homie and Jamie. They're holding hands. They look happy. My man looks fresh. Jamie got this yellow dress on with the cleavage popping, titties for days. They hug. They're like, hey, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Next couple is Jacqui and Ryan. Jacqui's dressed in red. Ryan's looking sharp. Good vibes. It's all good. Next up, we got Katie rocking in solo. Jamie's like, yo, get this girl a drink. Katie tells the women, like, yo, the brer woke me up on the wedding night and told me he didn't feel a spark. Everybody's like, yo, Katie's crying. Jacqui and the girls are hugging her, trying to console her. Next up, we got Sierra and Billy. They're matching in pink. They look good. Right? Then we got Ashley and Jake. Big smiles, dope energy. Katie rocks over to the boys. She's like, look, I don't know if homeboy's gonna rock up to the dinner, but if he does, yo, don't grill him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be awkward for him. And at first I'm thinking, you know what? Shout out to Katie. You know, she's being the bigger person. But then she goes, if he comes here tonight and takes some responsibility, maybe there's hope. Yo! Katie, hope for what? Hope for what? At this point, even if Tim had a complete 180 and he came in riding a horse with a bouquet of roses and Ed Sheeran's there with him singing, dancing in the dark with you between my arms. You look perfect tonight. And he gets down on one knee and he's like, yo, Katie, I was a dick. I'm sorry I humiliated you on television. I love your curves. I love your ginger hair. I love your big ass titties. I love your smile, your eye color. I love that you're a boss bitch. Even if he did all of that, why would you want to be with him? What's he bringing to the table? Like, look, I get it if you're in a friend zone with some dude you've known for years and you think he's funny and kind, and when you're down, he knows how to cheer you up. But this dude was uncomfortable on your wedding day. He felt uncomfortable hugging you in the wedding pictures. Like, he was like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? He switched at the producers because they matched him with you. You slept in separate rooms on your wedding night, and he got out of his room to wake you up so he could tell you that he was not attracted to you. He asked you, do you want to go on this honeymoon? You should have done an Elliot and dipped. But whatever, it's a beautiful location, you know, think of it as a free vacation or whatever. But on that honeymoon, he told you again, repeatedly, that there was no spark. He looked miserable the whole time. He wasn't being funny or charming. He made you cry. Why would you want anything to do with him at this point? I get it if you'd have smashed and the dick was insane, but he hasn't blown your back out. He hasn't treated you with kindness or respect. You haven't had like beautiful or funny conversations or meaningful chats. He's brought nothing to the table. So if it's not his personality, if it's not the way he treats you, why do you want to be with this guy? All right, speak of the devil, Tim rocks up. All right, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's hear his side of the story, all right? Now, the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, I haven't seen Katie since the honeymoon. I am hoping she can handle this situation in a more mature way. Yo, bro, she's handling this in the most mature way possible. You told her there is no spark, and she still went on the honeymoon and made an effort every step of the way. So Tim goes around the room, you know what I'm saying hi to everybody except for Katie. He's expecting her to come to him, and she does. Of course she does.
But I'm in this like weird world of like, do I say hi? Is that what he wants, or does he want to have a chat later on? But I do want to like check in and make sure he's all right.
He's like, yo, it is what it is. I still think you're a great person. Yeah. And Katie's like, yeah. And he's like, I wasn't going to come here and start slandering you because you're a great person. I'm like, bro, of course you weren't going to slander her, because what's there to slander? Next couple rocks up, it's Afina and Adrian. They looking dope, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Tony and Morena. Then we got Jeff and Ree. And finally, Lauren rocks up solo. Elliot's a no-show, which is fair enough. I wouldn't show up either. All right, everybody's here. It's dinner time. Lauren's telling everybody about Elliot, and Tim turns to Katie. He's like, yo, you probably don't feel as bad now after hearing what Lauren went through. Billy and Ashley are like, yo, Tim, we want to hear your point of view. You know what I'm saying? Tell us what happened. Everyone's silent. And Tim goes, I feel like I've been the one making most of the effort. What effort? So Jamie's like, why do you think this isn't going to work? He's like, there was no initial spark. We have totally different interests. And Katie's like, what about what you said about your type? And then Tim's like looking at the camera angry. Like, when the whole table was coming for me, I just thought Katie would have my back. So he feels betrayed, right? Look, how would her having your back even look like? Hey, Jamie, guys, look, it's not Tim's fault. He told the experts he has no type. He said looks fade, and what he really wants is someone nice to have banter with and start a family. And the experts matched him up with me because I want the same thing. And look, I'm not a skinny chick. I got curves, and he's also a big guy. You know what I'm saying? We look good together. Guys, it's not his fault that he told me he's not attracted to me in front of the cameras for my family and friends and coworkers and the whole world to see. It's not his fault, guys. I got his back. So the rest of the table are having their conversations or whatever, and Tim tells Katie, you betrayed my trust. And he tells her, you didn't try hard enough to get to know me. You didn't ask deep questions about who I am and my interests. And Katie, like, she's low-key falling for it. She's like, yeah, you know, I've been alone for so long. I don't know how to be in a relationship. Maybe I did do some things wrong. And bro, I just want to reach out through the screen and hug her. You know, just and shake her a little bit as well. Because Katie, yo, he's trying to flip it. You know how it went down. You were there. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm going to learn how to be in a relationship and I'm going to do better. Jamie's like, what? He's making her look bad when he's the bad one. Katie's like, I'm sorry, I'm such a rookie at this stuff. And Jamie's like, what the hell is going on here? She calls him out, like, you are gaslighting her, bro. And usually I think the term gaslighting is super overused. But in this instance, like, yeah, that's exactly what homeboys do it. Jamie gets up and hugs Katie and then sits next to Tim and goes, yo, what the hell? And Tim's like, it goes both ways. As the night goes on, some of the other women, like Karina, they also point out to Tim, like, yo, bro, like, she's not doing good. Like, you need to fix this. Like, what's going on? Jamie's just had enough of hearing Tim deflect, and she just gets up, lays into him. Tim's like, whatever, and he gets up and storms out. All right, so that was the episode. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much, you beautiful, beautiful human being. Please give the video a like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, fam. Do it. The subscribe button is right there. Just click it. Just give it a little clicky click. All right, I'm going to see you on the next joint. Take care of yourself, all right? Because I love you.